Well, hello there, and welcome to my home, beautiful Appalachia. We Appalachians are an interesting group of people with unique characteristics and values that distinguish us from other groups and regions of the country. Our population faces some unique challenges when it comes to healthcare, and I'm here to help explain how you, as a healthcare provider, can better care for me and the people of this beautiful region, Appalachia. First, let's take a look at the geographical boundaries of Appalachia. Appalachia occupies parts of 12 states and all of West Virginia. The region begins in southwestern New York and runs all the way to northern Mississippi. This area is home to over 22 million people, almost half of which live in a rural area, aka the country. You may not know it, but you're in Appalachia right now. Youngstown is located near the shirt tag of Appalachia along its northwest border. Appalachia also covers all of western Pennsylvania, as well as southern and eastern portions of Ohio, places where you may practice someday.
There are some things about Appalachians you should know as a healthcare provider. First, Appalachians face many obstacles when accessing healthcare. Appalachia has higher rates of poverty and unemployment when compared to the rest of the country, so they may not have health insurance or be able to afford care. Almost half of Appalachians who are eligible for Medicare or Medicaid don't even apply for the services. Secondly, Appalachians often face transportation difficulties because of the great distances they need to travel for care. This problem is made worse by the fact that Appalachia has only half the number of the healthcare providers that it should in order to serve the entire population. They also suffer from high rates of illiteracy, so even if you get them into the clinic, they may not be able to read the educational materials and home exercise programs that we provide to them. Lastly, Appalachians share some general values that separate them from other areas of the country. Listen to this conversation I had with the patient, who I am seeing for the pain he has in his back while walking. Are you having any pain today, Andy?
Nope, no pain at all.
Great. Why don't you hop onto that treadmill and do some warm-up jogging?
Sure thing, whatever you say. Now, why didn't I tell him about my pain and refuse to walk on the treadmill? Because we Appalachians tend to be more stoic and prefer to avoid conflict. So as a physical therapist, you should pay attention to our nonverbal cues and give us options and autonomy in our treatment. Before I go, there are a few more things I'd like to share with you about Appalachia. First of all, we tend to be a little more independent, self-reliant, modest, and private than other people. We can also be suspicious of strangers, so building rapport as a physical therapist is key. We are also likely to be present-oriented and fatalistic, which is something to keep in mind when setting goals and motivating us as patients. We Appalachians also have high rates of cancer and respiratory illness due to our occupations like farming, logging, and mining, but also due to our overconsumption of tobacco and alcohol. Also, many mental illnesses go undiagnosed in Appalachia, since mental health providers are especially scarce here and there is a stigma around mental illness. Thanks for taking the time to visit with us today and learn a little bit about what makes us unique. Y'all come back now, you hear? A special thanks to our friends at the Association of University Centers on Disabilities, as well as the West Virginia University Center for Excellence in Disabilities, for providing the content on which this presentation was based.